How's it going, everyone? It is Online here. Welcome back to another video course. As always, it's nice to be able to say that after like countless videos on Last of Us Part 2 and stuff, we finally have a confirmed, kind of date to look forward to. And it happens to coincide with the next State of Play. Yes, Sony announced that they're going to be doing another State of Play, but this time it's going to be held on September 24th, so just next week. This kind of goes in line with what ZHugeX was teasing about right around the time that we got the Last of Us 2 media event news. He did say we're going to get another event around it, and it looks like, State of Play will be there. I actually wasn't going to cover this because, yeah, State of Play was announced yesterday, but what made it even more interesting to me was the fact that Naughty Dog came out and said that they're going to be there today, and yeah, that's pretty exciting. Obviously, we're just, 4 days away, I guess, at that point, from seeing Last of Us Part 2 again. And yeah, I guess today's video is to break down what the State of Play will be because, yeah, it is probably the longest State of Play we've gotten yet, 20 minutes, and we're supposed to get some new game reveals and stuff like that. I'm not expecting anything too big, but there have been people that have been saying on Twitter that this is going to be, like, PlayStation's last big hurrah before, the inevitable PS5 reveal and stuff. So, maybe they do announce something pretty substantial here, but, of course, I'm not going to expect it considering the older State of Plays were definitely in the realm of, like, small PlayStation blog post announcements and some pretty cool games. You got cool things like Monster Hunter in the past and Final Fantasy, but then you get your small games, and that's kind of what the State of Plays have been doing as of lately. I think that this one will hopefully be the best one yet. They did say it's gonna be a 20-minute hefty show. They did say they're gonna be having new game reveals, worldwide studio updates, which can mean obviously Last of Us Part 2 as we know now, and maybe something on Concrete Genie since that game's coming out next month. And yeah, I guess today's video will be breaking down what I think we'll see. Let's get the big one out of the way, Last of Us Part 2. If you ask me what we'll get, it's probably just going to be a trailer, honestly, because that would make the most sense in a State of Play like this. You don't really show off like a 10-minute gameplay demo and take up half the, State of Play. Everyone wants to see more of the story. It's going to happen. We're going to see another trailer followed by a release date, and that's just what we're going to get. We're probably going to wait a couple days until we hear about the press impressions, about how the press at the event playing it. But in terms of just, what we're going to get, we're going to get a release date, a new story trailer. Probably the curtains will fall for the collector's editions and the different editions you could pre-order and stuff. And yeah, besides that, that's pretty much what I can safely assume. Maybe there is some Last of Us 2 multiplayer mention in terms of like pre-ordering the game. Maybe you get access to a beta or something like that. Just all that kind of same kind of spiel that we always get whenever these games finally, go out for, marketing wise, showing off those editions and stuff. And get your wallets ready for all those people, getting the big collector's edition. I believe it's going to be called the Ellie edition. That's what has been leaked, at least in the past. So looking forward to finally seeing that all come to, light and finally be able to pre-order this thing and just see more of the game. So yeah, before I go into any of my predictions, I won't be able to live stream this event just because I'm going to be in class, when this happens, which kind of sucks, but I'll come home, record my reactions to the trailer and release date, and get that up promptly, and should be a pretty exciting time. And Last of Us definitely has been the game that even people that outside of this channel, like people in my real life and stuff like that, always ask me like when we're gonna see this game next. It's the game that I've seen people like look forward to the most, and finally we can have something to say, I guess. September 24th here we have in the afternoon at 1 p.m. Pacific time, so yeah, pretty exciting. I was trying to think of what else they could really show here besides, what, like medieval and stuff, just basic stuff that's coming out in this fall. Yeah, the only other thing I could think of besides like, exclusives and stuff in terms of third party, Call of Duty still has yet to reveal campaign footage, which is so crazy. Yeah, I think that's possible for Modern Warfare. I did look at their road to launch roadmap that, Modern Warfare put out, and they did say that their campaign reveals near the end of September, so this is a State of Play near the end of September, and they still have that PS4, kind of marketing push with it. I mean, even the beta is getting like, filtered out based on if you have PS4 or not, you get early access and stuff. Besides that, I'm honestly going towards PSVR because literally that's the only other thing that I can really think of. Iron Man has yet to get a release date, and that's coming out later this year. Everything else we know about Sony that has been confirmed, we pretty much know release dates and have seen footage at like either Tokyo Game Show or something. Like I'm talking about Medieval and Concrete Genie already went gold and stuff, but like what else can you really show for those kind of games? I'm trying to think maybe 2020 at this point. We got that Predator game. Do people really want to see that more after Gamescom? Sony's gonna have to come out with new stuff or just hope The Last of Us Part 2 will carry it. I mean, to be honest, everyone's looking forward to this event because of The Last of Us Part 2, let's be real. That's what everyone's watching this thing for. Like, immediately I saw the hype on Twitter today. As soon as Naughty Dog announced they're gonna be there, everyone's like, oh shit. Like, we already kind of had like a safe bet that they're gonna be there, but just to have the icing on the cake, just know for sure going in that you're gonna get Last of Us Part 2 and that you don't need to get hyped up for nothing and, get disappointed. Just, yeah. honestly, they could show jack shit and then just end it off with a Last of Us Part 2 trailer, and I'll be happy with that. But yeah, besides that, I see maybe you get some new, smaller game announcements, you know, in terms of the PSVR front, in terms of like things like Medieval kind of size. I also think that Ghost of Tsushima will skip out on this one because I don't think you need to really show two big worldwide studio games. And Ghost of Tsushima, I'm not one to say that all these games are gonna, you know, get pushed to PS5. Like, I know everyone has said that at some point for any of these big 3 games. Oh, one's gonna launch with the PS5 and stuff. I'm like, they've been shown on PS4s. Like, these games are gonna come out on PS4. But I will say the one that I feel like could possibly be shown alongside the PS5 and stuff might be Ghost of Tsushima, just because, quite frankly, Sucker Punch likes to have their head down for a lot of times and just like completely work on it and just, you know, not talk about their games for a while. At least, you know, with this game it seems like we don't know much besides, you know, I guess we got 10 minutes of gameplay, but you know what I mean. Yeah, honestly, besides that, I'm hopeful for some surprises, you know, honestly, just want the show to be hopefully good. They did say they're gonna have like a fresh new look, so hopefully they actually add some personality to it, kind of like what Nintendo does. You know, obviously, the state of plays have been very dry. They have like the most bland speaker, and it just feels really dead, like you're just getting game after game, but there's no kind of charm to it, there's no personality, there's nothing there that really makes you look forward to these events besides the actual games themselves. Like, I think Nintendo has done it pretty well. Like, they should honestly just look at what they do and try to add more charm to it. Like, these state of plays already look a lot like the Nintendo Directs, but add some personality, have Shuhei come on, have Sean Layden, do something. Like, I'm hoping something here, like actual people show up in this event, so like, yeah, hopefully they could change that. Yeah, honestly, that's like the biggest thing that I've seen in terms of criticism for these shows. It should be a pretty cool time though. Looking forward to it. This is definitely the one I'm looking forward to the most, considering it's been a good while since we got the last one. There's some times to show in, you know, 2020 possibly games here and end it off with the Last of Us 2 trailer, and we should be good. So yeah, I guess with that being said, make sure to let me know all your predictions, and I guess mostly hopes. I mean, there's not really many predictions out there because, quite frankly, a lot of the stuff in the state of play probably will be new stuff. I mean, I'm just looking at what we have for the rest of the year. They're not going to show Death Stranding in this, probably not. Probably won't show Ghost of Tsushima, so really the only big game you got going for it is Last of Us Part 2, and then some smaller PSVR games, and maybe Call of Duty gets a gameplay campaign reveal, but like, who the fuck cares at this point? So yeah, honestly, let me know all that stuff in the comments down below. Should be a pretty good time regardless, and yeah, looking forward to this next week, and hopefully it'll be an improvement of the last two. But yeah, besides that, I guess I've been online, everyone. Make sure to let me know what you guys all think in the comments down below. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you are new here and want to see more videos like this on the channel. And yeah, that being said, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good rest of your day and take care.